gonna start the stream there. Good morning YouTube, good morning everybody. Yeah, it's a nice reaction. We're holding that pre-market low on NASDAQ, so I do want to look for a long position somewhere in this demand zone. Stop pre-market low. Pre-market low is sort of down here on NASDAQ, but this pivot low right here, this 345 low, is taken out on ES, not on the NASDAQ. So I want to see if we could come back into it, try one more time to go long. I wanted to grab those long positions down there, but we didn't have YouTube ready, so I didn't take any trades because I'd rather it be recorded. But that was pretty dumb because now we missed. That would have been a nice run right there. We're gonna wait though. We can't chase it now. Oh, there's my position tool. I don't know why my position tool is so laggy. Is this on for everything? New drawings will sync globally. New drawings will sync globally. I don't know why it's doing that. Now we're getting another push lower. Stop loss would be new low right there. Take out that low right there. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. Always want to know what the daily time frame is doing. Daily is above previous day's high, so that's important.
NASDAQ just below VWAP.
We got a fair value gap here, got a fair value gap here. Again, we're pulling back. We'll throw up our OTE, see if there are any optimal trade entries in here. Got an OTE right in this zone right over here. So that might be a nice potential target for these long positions. I do want to see if we can come back lower one more time. We have our weighted index right here. Staying patient. Definitely, man, that would have been a real nice trade right out the gate, those long positions on that divergence, guys. I'm glad I at least showed you guys that video. Good morning, YouTube. What's going on, guys? We're looking for longs to continue here on NASDAQ. I missed my initial entry. Might come back down into it. See if we make divergence again. That will give me the signal to take this long. Divergence would be ES taking out its low right here, and Q not taking out its low right there. Good morning, Yulia. What's going on? Hello, hello. So let's see. Right now we're waiting for these bulls to sort of show their face again. NASDAQ is stronger today. NASDAQ is stronger today than ES at the moment. Again, looking for divergence. I want to see ES break this 5502 low. I want to see NASDAQ hold this 1922.21 low. Let's see if the saga continues, right? We were 2 for 2 on Friday. We'll see if we can keep it 100% today. Oh, weighted index is weak. Apple's selling off right now. Apple had a big lower wick, though. Ooh, Microsoft, show you guys the equities I'm looking at right now. Microsoft had a big gap up to 430 and sold off about $4 from open. Tesla's in an area of interest in the video with a little bit of resistance right here too, but looking bullish. Let's see. Again, guys, I'm looking for NASDAQ to pull back. There's that extra divergence I was looking for. Question is, where am I going to look to enter? Because this is going to be a little tough because the divergence might fail. So I want to see if we can break a bit lower into the zone. Or you know what? Let's see. That might be the setup right there. If we retest that demand zone, the divergence is holding up. Because now ES just failed that low. So I want to be patient. The problem is there's no like fair value gap to enter down here. It's just this broken demand zone. This would have been a nice entry right here, this pullback. But it was a tick away, so we didn't get filled on that. The divergence did hold up though, guys. Divergence is so key. That's what we used Friday. It was working, right? So if it used Friday, we used it Friday. We used it recently in the market. A lot of times the market's going to imitate itself, right? So we're going to stay patient on that. Just waiting right now. Yes, with some buying pressure, that's going to help NASDAQ to push higher. Take a look at the 15-minute time frame. Got a bit of a 15-minute fair value gap right here. Draw that out for us. that as a fair value gap. So we're really just waiting here. Waiting. Again, look how much weaker ES looks on the 30 minute, on the 15 minute. But these 15s and 30s, if we close somewhere like up here, it's going to be a nice basing candle to continue. Good buying pressure. Damn, we missed that dip right there. We definitely missed that dip to go long. But we're going to wait, because now we do have a little liquidity sitting in there because of that wick. But we might not pull back to this just yet. Damn. I should have just grabbed it on that, because that's when the divergence was. ES broke that low. NQ did not break that low. That would have been the entry right here, the pinpoint entry. But we're going to wait. Just wait around right now.
All right, well, I got a lot of scratches going on this morning, so it looks like we're going to be moving to scalps.
What? Oh, you got in and out a bunch of times?
Yeah, I mean, I use an auto break even. When it moves a certain percentage of my goal, it auto break evens, and I keep coming back to scratch, making 1 point. And so I'm like, we're going to have to go to scalps. For me, anyway.
Yeah.
Of course, I was in this long right now.
Yeah,
I got stopped out at break even, and now.
Yes, I wouldn't do those auto break evens, dude. Those will keep you chopped up. Damn, that was a nice run. We saw that coming, guys. We saw that coming. Right into that 15-minute fair value
pivot
gap.
point R1. Pivot point R1 on the NASDAQ. We are there now.
All right, we got our first target, right? First target would have been in this 15-minute fair value gap. Nice break right there. Again, good buying pressure. That's crazy, man. We did miss that long entry. We saw it, we called it, we said it, but we missed it. That's okay. That is okay. We're just waiting now. We're looking at the 5-minute time frame. Nice, good buying pressure again. I'm not getting long up here. Definitely can't get long up here, guys. At this point, we're sort of chasing. Coming into some resistance up here. Even got some supply zones. So anybody going long up here, you're chasing, don't do that. Gotta stay patient. My next potential entry is, again, if we create divergence. If ES wants to take out that low, which it's a lot closer to this low than NASDAQ is, I'm gotta take these long. Gotta. I'm looking for long positions. I want to see if we could take out this low right here from the 936 candle and hold the high again, right? Same thing with ES. I want to see if we could push lower and take out that that recent low right there. Chopping around right now. This is a supply zone that broke, so it could be used as some type of support or resistance now. So I'd maybe look for a long position out of it, but I'm not going to take any trades out of it right now. 5-minute time frame, no more 5-minute fair value gap because we already demolished that, not looking for that to form. We did have a 5-minute fair value gap up here. So guys, right, this would have been a pretty good fair value gap to trade. And the reason for that is because we took out a recent low and then we could have used that as a target because that's the imbalance. Almost like I know ICT mentioned something about a silver bullet. It's like a timing situation where we take out a low and then we aim towards a high, right? Or we take out a high and we aim towards a low. This, for instance, would have been taking out that low, so the ES divergence, we would have been able to target that 5-minute fair value gap. So we're staying patient. Again, I would say take longs out of this support area. Did not take those, so we're just, again, being patient right now. Market's sort of doing its thing with quote-unquote without us, but no such thing as without us in the market, guys. No such thing. Market's always moving. I'm just setting up the computer real quick so it's a little cleaner for us. Discord, you guys got any questions? You know to let me know. Look at us rejecting that 5-minute fair value gap pretty clean right now. Trying to see, did we have any news today? Always good to be aware of the calendar. Today, Monday, July, we got 10:30, Dallas Fed manufacturing, not important. I guess that was it. Chopping around right now. I do want to see divergence. If we get, that's the setup I'm waiting for right now. YouTube and Discord, that's what I'm waiting for. I want to see if we could pull back to, let's see. I want to see if NASDAQ could pull back to this zone right here, take out this low right there, and push back higher. Because that's going to leave the divergence. And on ES, I want ES to push lower and take out that low and fail that low, because that's going to be the divergence we're looking for. Just like on Friday, we had bullish divergence on ES, right? So NASDAQ was weaker, ES was stronger. That's what I'm looking for today, but with NASDAQ being stronger. There's that NASDAQ push. Man, that would have been a nice trade today, guys. That would have been real nice right off the bat, right at open too. That's okay. We ain't stressing, we ain't chasing, we ain't stressing. We're gonna mark out some next pivot levels, right? Areas where we could see some type of reaction in the market. I see we do have a 1 minute fair value gap lined up with the broken supply zone. So right here to here, we have a bit of a fair value gap. So now I might look for that setup. I might look for us to enter in that fair value gap, because now we also have this bit of a breaker block area forming over here. So we'll put our stop there, our entry there. Damn, NASDAQ's going crazy right now. NASDAQ is going crazy. That's nuts. We took out the lows and we boom went right for the highs, man. That's wild. Wild. We saw that. We saw that coming in a way. Just didn't get the execution that we wanted. That bubble noises you hear, that's the NASDAQ ticking green on the market pulse indicator. Good buying, good buying. And again, we're running into divergence here. Now, I wonder if ES has an optimal trade entry at the supply zone. So we're going to go from down to up. I mean, from up to down. OTE sort of lining up. Sort of lining up in this one, if anything. But we'll wait and see. Because now, look, we have the divergence, right? We have NASDAQ broke new high a day and is failing. ES is not near its new high a day. ES new high a day is way at 55.34. It's at 55.16 right now. NASDAQ new high a day, it broke it and it failed it. That's some divergence, some sellers stepping in. And again, looking weak. So I'm going to look to play potentially ES short positions in that fair value gap that we're near right now. The it's that first one near the 50%. I think we actually wicked it. We wicked it on this move up right here. This was a wick into that fair value gap. Where's the percentage? Oh, there they are. I'm like, what? Am I losing it? There we go. So we're going to be patient. We don't know if this divergence wants to play out. We don't know if the bulls want to step back in. The bears want to step back in. The 15-minute closed pretty bullish on ES, especially because of that divergence. Take a look at the 30-minute. Also being patient on that 45, 90-minute, 1 hour. All things to be aware of. Huge wick, man. We could have really bottom ticked that on NASDAQ today. Was busy with some family stuff this morning, so I started the stream late. We missed that. Trading first. I mean, family first. No. No, we gotta take care of family first, guys. Market ain't going anywhere. Market's gonna give us setups. Not every single day, but almost every day. If we're patient enough for it, there's gonna be a good setup. We just gotta wait. So let's see. Weighted index sort of still chopping around. Again, we took out this high right here on the NASDAQ. We failed it. We have divergence. Gonna be looking for sellers to step in. Do we have anything else going on here? Let's see. Apple with some resistance. Microsoft with some resistance. Nvidia with some resistance. I'm going to keep an eye on Nvidia here on the 5 minute. If the 5 minute wants to push below or near VWAP on Nvidia, it's going to look pretty good for the bears. A lot of selling pressure did just step into our equities. So we're probably going to feel that now. Yep, we see that right there on the NASDAQ. We're in a 1 minute fair value gap right here. Not taking that. See, we're selling right through it. Can't jump into every fair value gap we see. I wanted to look for this fair value gap to target to go long. So we'll see how we react to that. We'll see if we take out any liquidity and want to pop. And it's always important to be aware of the higher time frames. 15 minute, 30 minute, 45 is important. 90 minutes good too. 1 hour, 2 hour. These are important times. Especially, I would say anything up to the 1 hour time frame when you're day trading. Just so you could have an overall understanding of the trend of the market. Are we getting tight going up? Are we getting tight going down? Are we running into a previous resistance over here that we didn't see on the lower time frame? That's why it's important to watch those time frames. So we wicked this fair value gap and rejected it on ES. Still gonna look for it, maybe this fair value gap right here. This is a 1 minute fair value gap on the NASDAQ. I want to see if we could take a long position in there. NASDAQ longs, 1 minute fair value gap. Low, the stop loss is at these pivots right here. You know what I'm saying, guys? Alright, let's see. So we have another 1 minute fair value gap on ES right here. Mark that out. So maybe if we could break that 1 minute fair value gap on ES and hold this one on NASDAQ. Good selling pressure coming in. Nice drop on Nvidia, guys. That's what I was looking for. Where we at? Oh, we're getting close to that zone. Oh, OTE. Let's see. Damn, it like falls. It falls right in that fair value gap. It's a little under it though. So that's tough. I like that fair value gap though still for long, so we'll probably take that. ES in its 1 minute fair value gap rejecting, trying to hold higher. Good selling coming back, very good. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you all had a good weekend. Make sure you check out the new video I posted. It was Saturday. It is a trade recap video from Friday's trades. We went 2 for 2 on a choppy day, just like today. We'd be 1 for 1 today if I did take that first divergence setup. But we're just being patient right now. We did not take it. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's the name of the game. Can't trade off of that, though. So let's see if we want to create divergence. Let's see if the ES wants to take out these lows while NASDAQ holds an area of interest. Give us that drop. Beastie Boys. Yes, yes, y'all. We won't stop. Beastie Boys. All right, buyers are coming in at that 50% right there. That's the 50% on the fib. That's not the area I was looking to enter. I'm staying patient. Don't see any reason to jump in just yet. Chopping around right now. Would rather go long than short. I liked this fair value gap too, though, because it was on this broken supply zone. And now that we're bouncing off this broken supply zone again, we're creating another area where there might be some sell side liquidity. So we're going to mark that out as sell side. We're going to hold control, click it and drag it, and that's going to copy it for us. Mark out some more sell side. And because we have that sell side liquidity sitting there, if we come break below it, that's going to grab liquidity into this fair value gap before a potential reversal. So that's sort of what I'm looking for right here. I think that's a good way to explain it. Weighted index trying to hold up. Meta with a nice pump right there. Just pumped from its VWAP of 368 to 468 to 470. So that was a good move on Meta. Nvidia had a nice long wick trying to hold above VWAP. We got a minute for the 5 minute to close. Tesla with some weakness. Weighted index chopping around. Look at the weighted index right here on the 1 minute. Looks weak, right? So I want to see if we could push lower. Let's see. 30 seconds in this 5 minute. Very important. 5 minute time frame's always more important than the 1 minute. Look how strong this 1 minute candle was right here, followed by a strong red candle. There was no sign of pullback on this one candle. If you wanted to chase that long, you would have been stopped at. You would have took a quick loss for no reason there. That's why it's so important to know your entries, know your reason for entries and your confirmations, and be patient. What is this? Okay. Still waiting. Still waiting. I was thinking maybe if ES wants to take out this high right here, while either NASDAQ failed that high, which it's not going to fail that high, that'd still be divergence. NASDAQ would be failing new high a day. ES would not be at that new high a day yet. So that might be a potential setup as well. Market's sort of quote-unquote pushing without us at the moment, right? We had a nice basing candle on the 5 minute into this broken supply zone. Would have been a nice entry. Instead, we were waiting for that fair value gap. So we're still just going to be a little patient there. But we definitely probably could have seen a setup like this, where we got in when we retested it, kept our stop loss at the lows, and maybe targeted some type of high. I don't know about new high on that, but maybe. Of course, got to remember, NASDAQ has been stronger than ES this morning. Weighted index, chopping still. Everything's just sort of in a chop zone right now, except the 5 minute looks good to continue on the NASDAQ. Continue higher, I should say. Not the strongest buying pressure coming in though, right? These bubbles just keep just like mellowing out. There's no huge buy bubble. There's no strong aggressive buying. Just gotta be patient at the moment. A little bit of buying pressure stepping in, but look how heavy the sell wall is right here. This 19,350. Sellers are really trying to protect that wall. All right, let's see. Let's see. And again, we want to look at the 5 minute. We want to look at the 15 minute. 15. Ooh, 15 looks bearish if we close down there. It's the 1 hour look. Psh, that's tough. That's tough. We're going to wait. We're going to play our levels. You know, we're going to look for this position. We're going to try to trade that position. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But we're going to stay patient. This trade we're waiting for right now is a 7-to-1 risk to reward. So we're just waiting right now. ES, NASDAQ. We have the weighted index right here. Weighted index looks weak right here. So I'd want to see if it could push down. But everything else looks a bit stronger. We're just we're waiting with the trend, right, guys? We're not jumping in. We're not chasing it. It's still very choppy. Just because NASDAQ is stronger doesn't mean going long at any point is going to work out, right? If you go long over here, it's going to chop. It's going to drop. If you go long right here, thinking we're holding this 1 minute fair value gap, would have stopped you out. It's just about knowing your areas, right? So again, we could have taken this position long right here on NASDAQ and put our stop loss at a previous swing low because we've been making some higher lows just recently. And that would have been a trade that worked in our favor because we waited for the right pullback. But we didn't. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, and all that other stuff. So there's ES into that 5 minute fair value gap with some divergence, I should say. Let's see.
Pre-market high at 361.
I want to see how ES rejects this zone right here. How NASDAQ reacts to it too, really.
They pulled a sell wall at 361 also.
We have the 61% right here, right at that level. Not on the screen right there. Yeah, I'm going to create limit order. Let's go a little light in these. I'm going to throw 2 limit orders out, short the ES at this fair value gap right here. Do want to be a little careful. You know what? No, exit, cancel that. Not getting in that. Look how strong the 5 minute is going into that right now. Glad I canceled that. Let's wait. Yep. Super glad I canceled that. Just about understanding and recognizing that market structure. It still could fail, but we're waiting. We have this 5 minute fair value. Yeah, I believe this is a 5 minute. Yeah, we have a 5 minute right there on ES.
All right. Just took out pre-market high.
NASDAQ new high. Create limit order. Let's see react to the zone. I might take ES shorts if we start dropping out of this zone right here, guys. If NASDAQ starts failing this new high, it's pumping through it right now. Again, we don't want to be chasing short positions if the market's strong. Even though we have the divergence, we still want to be pretty patient right here. We have another 5 minute fair value gap right at the 78%. We're just waiting for the reaction. NASDAQ's leading us right now. I'll never fight the NASDAQ. I'll let the NASDAQ do whatever it wants to do. All the time. Always. Forever. Just remember, last time we made a high, we rejected it. So I might wait for this 5 minute to close and then take some shorts. Let's see. I like that reaction off of ES. Maybe we'll look for divergence. We'll look for ES to make a lower high in that fair value gap while NASDAQ makes a higher high. We'll look for something like that. Maybe. Just staying patient right now, guys. Really no reason to jump in, especially jump into any shorts. Buyers have been very strong right now. We're in a 15 minute fair value gap. The top of that 15 minute fair value gap is right there. So even though we broke this 5 minute, we didn't break the 15 minute yet. Should definitely add yet. Let's see. I wanted to take a look at ES on the book map. Let's see. See how buyers keep trying to step in. That's what's keeping me out of any shorts on ES. But if these buyers get trapped and we start pushing below maybe 55.20, that might interest me. Oh, where's the absorption indicator though? Yeah, no absorption, no really reason to enter right now. Nasdaq's failing that high. I'm going to put some limit orders out there, guys. 3 ES shorts. Stop loss is where you see it on the screen right up here. Very nice fast reaction off that. I'm going to... Took 3 ES shorts. We're going to see. We're going to be a little patient here. ES has been weaker. Nasdaq has been stronger. We're in ES short positions right now. Looking to trap these buyers. If we can break below that 55.20. Okay, nice move so far. I might look to, because I don't want to say I'm counter trend trading, but we are above previous day's high. Let's see if the selling pressure steps in strong. If the selling pressure steps in strong, beautiful. Nice, nice. Guys, great patience on that entry. I'm going to, but again, we are chopping around. Buyers are still trying their best. So we're gonna be patient on this. Yeah, that could go stop hunt real quick. Real quick. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Got 5 minutes. Entry was right here. Stop loss is up here. Actually, stop loss is at previous high. Stop loss is at the high of this 5-minute candle. So I really need to see sellers step in and trap these buyers. If they don't, we'll just stop out of this trade. Still in some ES shorts. I like this reaction we're getting right up here so far. That's pretty clean. Plus the 61% is in there too. Really gonna wait right here. Really want to see strong selling step in to trap these buyers. These bubbles are buyers, right? So if we push below them, anybody who was going long over there is now trapped in the market. But buyers keep trying to bring us back higher. That 55.20 is really working as a strong level of support. Oh man, this might be our loss today, guys. Let's see. Stop loss is above that previous high on ES, the high right here. How's the 5-minute looking? 5-minute closes soon. 5-minute opened. Oh, that's not a good 5-minute candle at all for our bearish play. Yeah. Let's see. We're going to wait, but not looking good for the bears right here, guys. Definitely not. Definitely not.
Well, I'm chopping all over the place here, so I'm going to call it till maybe the afternoon because this is just not working to my system.
All right, man. Got to recognize when the market ain't working in our favor, you know.
Well, I'm about 50-50 right now, and that's just not for me where I need to be.
Okay. Again, that's where we got to recognize our strengths and weaknesses. The market isn't going to tell us now's a good time, but very good. Still in these shorts, guys, on ES, chopping around right now. I'm not a fan of it. I do feel like buyers might want to step in, but if buyers fail here, again, we're going to make a nice run to the downside. ES has been much weaker. I sort of want to... This might drop here. I think it might drop here. I'm going to look to get out of one contract. Again, I'm in 3 ES shorts. I'm going to get out of one contract, like right over here. Oh, right there. Right there. Right where it just dropped to. Perfectly. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Wonderful. Perfect. Great. Good stuff so far, guys. Good stuff so far. Again, ES is much weaker. I'm looking for the Bears to continue. Oh, man. That's nice. That is real nice. That's real nice, man. I might get out of one more. Again, I was in 3 contracts. I'm holding 2 right now. 3 seconds left. That's clean. That's clean. I'm going to get out of one more contract. Let's see. Whoa, I almost just hit sell limit instead of the buy, instead of modify order. Alright, give me one more drop. I'm going to get out of one more contract. It looks good to the downside. It really does. I might hold these. Or at least move my stop to break even. Yeah, I'd really like to target 55.07 down here on ES. But let's see. Look at this strong move to the downside. But again, buyers have been pretty strong as of yesterday. And yesterday, last week Monday was bullish too, right? So we got to take note of that as well. Where are we at on the day right now? 540. All right, let's see. Buyers are trying to step in. I'm really waiting on that weighted index to drop. I want to see NVIDIA below VWAP, below that 115 would be great. Tesla's slowly dragging itself higher. Microsoft looks weak. We're short ES right now. Short ES from nearly the top right there. So really looking to capitalize on this move lower. See if ES wants to take out a new low by chance, right? So it's a bit of a far target, but ES has been weaker. So if NASDAQ could give up, ES is going to feel it. 15 seconds left. Give us one. If it could start dumping right here for the last 10 seconds of this 1 minute, I have confidence in the next 1 minute to dump too. Beautiful run so far. I'm going to get out of, nice. I do like that. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. I'll get out of one more ES contracts. Never mind. Alright, I'll get out of one more on the next drop. Alright, I'm out of one more ES contract. Holding one more ES short. Beautiful trade so far today. 1 for 1. Really want to see ES push down here. Let's check the 5 minute. Let's check the 15 minute. Alright, 15 still looks a little bullish though, so definitely something to be wary of. I might take full profit right here. Let's see. See how we move. I'm only holding 1 contract left right now. And NASDAQ's coming into that area of interest. Remember that 1 minute fair value gap? I wanted us to take out that sell side liquidity before rejecting off of it. Give me one more drop here, yes. One more drop and I'm going to get all out. NASDAQ 2 looks ready to go. Weighted index looks like it's dropping. NVIDIA below 115. It's what I want to see. Moving my stops to break even on this trade. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. This is just patience, guys. You guys are watching patience in progress. That is awesome. We missed that NASDAQ push higher because of the divergence, so we took ES short. Bears are failing to bring us lower at this point. I'm going to let this 1 minute finish up, and then we'll see where we're at. Have 15 seconds left. Apple's still trying to push lower. It's at VWAP. NVIDIA is still below 115, but trying to push back a little bit. Really staying patient at the moment. Want to see if sellers could step in one more time. There we go. NASDAQ's trying to push lower. I like that NASDAQ push. Remember, I wanted that. Boom, right there. Nice. Nice. Oh, that's money, baby. That's money, baby. I'm all out there. I'm going to get all out there. Huge trade on ES, guys. Holy cow. Good stuff. Damn, man. All right. We're clearly on a bit of a hot streak lately, guys. Just got to keep that roll going. Beautiful. It might continue. I liked this area for Nasdaq to reverse, so that's why I got out. But damn, that's been nice, man. That has been nice. Time is at 10 to a quarter after 10. That's it. Just gotta be patient. Find that setup. Damn, it's still going. That's wild. I definitely cut a bit too early on the first contract, but my goal on that was to cut it for break even. Where's my mouse? Was to cut it. So, let's see. We got short right up here, right? And damn, it's still going. That's crazy. I got out my first contract right at this low right here in case we did want to pull back. Because taking that first contract off gave me the ability to risk a lot less, almost half. So that gave my trade management, my risk management, in my favor that if we reversed, it'd be a super small paper cut. But because we didn't reverse, I still held my last 2 ES contracts, and that thing ran, guys. Good stuff. YouTube, go drop a like on that. Discord, I hope you guys were able to catch some shorts there too. Higher time frames important, divergence is important. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Damn, it's still going. I like ES lately, guys. You guys know me. You guys know I usually trade crude oil and Nasdaq mainly. But ES Friday and today. Killing it. Killing it. Where is my position tool? It just disappeared. Did I delete it? That was nice though. Where was my entry on shorts? Was at the start of this 5-minute fair value gap. My stop loss, because I entered after this, my stop loss was a high right here because I knew ES was weaker, so I was able to keep my stop loss at that recent high. Holy cow. It's still going. That's crazy. I got out at 55.11. So 55.11. 5-to-1 risk to reward on that trade. Again, we really could have let it play out a bit more. It gave us the optimal trade entry, which is awesome. We do have our OTE targets are going to be way down here, so that's pretty crazy. Me personally, I'm probably going to call it there, because that was a fantastic trade. Don't want to chase. Maybe if we get divergence here, if ES makes a new low again. Look at all these sweeps, the absorption indicator coming in. Look, 55.10, 55.11 is where the absorption came in. That's where I got out. Me and those market makers, you know, we're on that same level. I'm just kidding. Cockiness will throw you off your trading tracks. Remember that. Once you start feeling like, oh, I know the market, that's when the market changes track. Get rid of that. That was clean on ES, guys. Really clean short position right there. YouTube, did any of you guys catch those shorts with us today? Very good, very good. Discord, how about you guys? Anybody take any shorts? Fib 62%, negative 20 points. I don't see, Nathan, I don't see the fib on the screenshot you sent. Damn, that was crazy. Let's see how we react to that, look, this fair value gap. This might be an inverse fair value gap. Now Nasdaq to go lower. Did we have divergence? No, we didn't have divergence. But we took out this sell side liquidity right here and bounced off the area of interest demand zone, which was originally the what's it called? The trade plan was to take out this low right here and go long. Kevin, good job, Kevin. Killing it. Took that ES short, held some micros through it. Good stuff, man. Love to see it. Love to see it. Now, ES also has a bit of a fair value gap, inverse fair value gap going on here. So we're going to mark this IFVG. That's the inverse fair value gap. And then we have a new fair value gap that formed on it, and that will be this blue one right here. So that inverse fair value gap can sometimes work as a pretty good area to short when new fair value gap forms on it. Creates almost an imbalance. I forget what they call it. Now long one and Q. No, what's up, MTV? Good stuff, good stuff. Glad you caught those shorts with us. That's awesome. Love it, love it. And that's why I like being so transparent with you guys too. Because when I tell you guys I'm taking a trade, I don't want you guys to be chasing it over here and then it pulling back on you. Kevin, why'd you tell me to go short? Never telling you guys to go short. Never telling you guys to go long. I'm just telling you guys when I'm personally entering the trades. And yeah, I also tell you how many contracts I'm in. Try to keep it super transparent so you guys can grow your accounts with me. I know I only stream for you guys Monday and Friday, so I really try to make the most of it. How many contracts would you trade if you had a 300k account? It depends. Eris had a question on YouTube, guys. It's a pretty good question. How many contracts would you trade if you traded a $300,000 account? Well, that depends. Am I trading a real $300,000 account or am I trading an Apex $300,000 account? Because if you're doing an Apex, let's pull it up. Let's do some math real quick, guys. Now that we hit our 5-to-1, our banger of the day, a real one. Well, if you're trading a real one and you want to do the whole 2% rule, you're going to be risking almost $6,000 per trade. I would really only do max a 1% rule. 1%. So you're risking about 3,000 per trade. And really look for those good setups, 3-to-1, 4-to-1, 5-to-1 type deals. Getting a little divergence on the 1 minute here, ES in this 1 minute fair value gap. NASDAQ broke that high, ES did not break that high. So it's not so much how many contracts you would trade, but how much dollar amount you're risking, right? So if you say, oh, well, I'm trading a 300k account, I'm always going to trade 5 NQ and 8 ES contracts. Well, 8 ES contracts, let's say this trade right here where I'm only risking 2 points, that's going to be way different than if I'm risking 4 or 5 points. You're going to have to change how many contracts you're trading. So I would focus more on the dollar amount that you're risking. Super happy with that ES trade today and Friday. Definitely, I could be happier though, right? I'm gonna journal it. You know why? Because I could have profited more from it, right? So we're hitting that inverse fair value gap again, little divergence. And the reason for that is because I cut that first. Where are we? I cut that first contract off at 55.19 when my entry was 55.22, so about a little over 3 points because of the ticks. Next contract I got out at a fair value gap, which was 55.13, almost 10 points. Last contract I got out about 55.11, also a little over 10 points. So I could have profited better from it, but I have to remember I was really only risking about 2.25 points on this, so about almost 2.5 points. So because I was risking 2 points, 2.5 points, and my goal was 10 points or more, that's a great risk to reward. That's 4-to-1, 5-to-1, and that's what we're looking for on these trades. And had to remember, we're in a chop zone right now, right? So the same thing, again, said this earlier today, same thing we did on Friday, use divergence to spot strength, which one's stronger and which one's weaker. This time, the NASDAQ was stronger. On Friday, the ES was stronger. But because we saw the ES was weaker, it gave us the chance to take some shorts on the ES. And that really paid off. We were patient. We took a nice 5-to-1. And now we could be done for the day. Eris, back to your question on the 300k account thing. If you're trading a funded account, an evaluation account that's 300k, I believe the trail down on those is, what is it? Let's see, Apex Trader, funding, no, don't use the microphone. Apex Trader, ATF, not the ATF you're thinking of from your crime shows. ATF, Apex Trader Funding. So if you're trading a 300K account, you're really only trading a $7,500 account because the trailing threshold is 7,500 and your profit target is 20,000. So if your trail down is 7,500, I wouldn't risk no more than, if you're doing 10% of the trail down, because we're doing these evaluation accounts, they're cheap, you're able to risk more percent wise. Maybe do max 500 to 750 per trade. That way you could have 10 wrong trades in a row, then the account's blown, because what are the odds of you taking 10 wrong ones in a row with the same risk? Especially if you have some type of system that you're following, right? It shouldn't happen. Even if you have a 30% win rate, but you have a 4-to-1, a 5-to-1, and you get 3 right out of 10, you're going to be profitable because those 4-to-1s are really going to stack in your favor. Look at these buyers stepping in here, guys. Look at that, look at that. Clean ES trade. I'm probably not going to take any other trades. Gotta have discipline. I got you, Eris. No problem, no problem. Hit that like and subscribe. Check us out. Let's see. Nathan went long at the 61%. Nathan, make sure you have on your Fibonacci tool, you want that 78% to be on your screen too. The 78% will work as an area of interest too. So it's the AOI is 61 to 61 to 78. That's not the AOI, that's area of interest. The OTE, optimal trade entry, is 61 to 78. So what you would do is you would look for some type of liquidity sweep, you would look for some type of breaker block, fair value gap, near that optimal trade entry that will draw liquidity and then reverse. So on this one, there wasn't much. There was this liquidity sitting here. That was original trade plan right there. That would have been a nice long position on the NASDAQ. And we probably would have been able to grab it from almost the bottom. Let's see, though. Let's see. Oh, you know what? This isn't even up to the top. There we go. Now it is. There we go. So that's good. So we see that the 78% right here lines up really close to this liquidity. Now, the reason this is liquidity is because it was a strong wick lower before we reversed in the opposite direction. So at some point when this candle was a big red bar candle, people were selling, people were going short, then it reversed, trapping these sellers. So once we come back below it, the people that were trapped that either reversed their trade or have their stop losses at this wick, market came into it, grabbed a ton of liquidity. We were also sitting in this broken demand zone, which we used today because it was made today. And that would have gave us a pretty nice pullback. We probably would have been able to scalp it to this order block right here, but had to have been careful because the market has still been choppy. So even though we're choppy, we're staying patient and we're finding good setups. We got sellers again. Let's see. Let's take a look at our 5-minute chart. We had a 5-minute fair value gap we rejected on the ES right now. Let's get rid of the inverse. Let's get rid of this one. That was a 5-minute fair value gap, and let's see where we're at with our fib, right? Maybe we just missed an optimal trade entry again. We did. Dude, those OTEs are crazy, man. That's got to be my favorite thing ever. Because look, this 61%, this is a great example. The 61% fell exactly in this fair value gap. Now, you won't see the 61% fib until we have the move and start to pull back. Once we start to pull back and we see that we're trying to create some type of higher low after creating that lower low, that's when we're able to say, okay, this is our move. Let me put my Fibonacci tool on there, and that will help you find that 61% and 78%. Today's Monday. Hopefully, guys, I'm hoping to get my website up for my coaching and stuff, so you guys could check that out. But that'll be fun. I'm only gonna open up slots like Monday through Thursday from like 5 to 8. Bullish Bears members, if you guys want a lesson, go through me though, not the website, because the website it's 100 per lesson. I'd rather charge you guys 75 because you guys are members. So far, so good on this push lower. I might wait, see if there's any type of divergence, right? So I want to see if NASDAQ wants to pull back higher, maybe break this high, while ES fails that high. But look at those sellers. Nice rejection off that 61%. If we were looking for a target, now would be the time we probably look for a new low to be made. But right now, we're not chasing that. We could. We really could try to scalp it a little bit. But you got to remember, once you start scalping, once you start chasing, you're really, one, playing with house money, and two, you're really going against the trade setup you just took, you were just patient for. It's much better to wait for your setup and trade your setup. I think my whole thing with ES2 lately is I'm definitely going a little too light in size, and the reason for that is I don't want to say much experience trading ES. ES is fine. I guess contract-wise, I don't have the experience of knowing how many contracts are risking X amount of money, and again, I've been trading more NASDAQ and crude oil, so that's sort of my bread and butter. So now that I'm getting ES into the mix, now I have a good handful. ES and Q, these are great ones. Crude oil, these have volume, they have volatility, they have movement. When one chops, we could look for the other. When ES and NQ are both in a horrible range or near all-time highs or somewhere that my strategy doesn't work well, then I'm going to move to crude oil. And that's just the greatness of trading, is we're able to do that. We're able to find what's moving in our favor or not. So again, that was a real good trade. Those ES shorts, 5-1 on that. Staying patient here. NASDAQ had a nice rejection off of that area, which is great. I think NASDAQ might want a new high a day. If we could hold up on this 5-minute, we might want a new high a day. And this 5-minute looks good. So let's take a look at our heat map. Look at this strong level, 19,356. 356 right up here. Now again, I'm looking for divergence. If NASDAQ wants to go take out this high right here, and ES fails that high, maybe ES even fails that high and rejects this fair value gap, then I'm going to take it. But I have to remember, I just said I want NASDAQ to make a new high a day. For NASDAQ to make a new high a day, it's got to push about, let's see. If you hold the shift button and click on the screen, it'll automatically bring up the ruler tool. So I want NASDAQ to move about 80 points to make a new high a day. If that were to happen, that 80-point move on NASDAQ, that's definitely going to make ES push higher. So right now I'm staying patient. I'm letting the market play out. It's very choppy. Any trade here would be like flipping a coin or gambling, and that's not what we're doing. What up, Eris? No, it's the time zone is Eastern time zone, so it's at 5 to 8 Eastern. I think PDT is what, an hour behind or 3 hours behind? Let's see. But yeah, Eris, if you're a member, when you're logged into the bullishbears.com site and you log in, there should be a way for you to join the Discord community. That way, you could download, create a Discord app. You could direct message me any questions you got. Always looking to help. Let's see. So you guys see how we're chopping around, and again, I mention this sometimes. Got to look at our equities, right? So Nvidia, I really wanted it below 115. That's where the VWAP sort of lined up, and it broke it, held below it, and then it came back up to it, and it worked as resistance. So let's see if Nvidia wants to keep pushing lower. That should be a help to push lower on the NASDAQ and ES. Now we do have divergence right here. ES just took this low right here. NASDAQ did not take that low. We're hitting a 1-minute fair value gap right there, but I don't trust that. Let's see if we make divergence and hold in that demand zone on NASDAQ. I don't know if I jump in any long positions just right now, but it's still divergence. Let's see. So I'm looking for NASDAQ to break into this demand zone over here and hold. ES new low a day. That's crazy, man. We really could have targeted new lows on that trade for 9-1. That's alright. We ain't stressing. 5-1 is still a good risk to reward. Okay, I like that divergence a little bit on NASDAQ. But the 1 minute just looks very weak on ES. Sort of hard to trade that. Gonna stay patient. Patience is a virtue, ladies and gentlemen. Because patience will never hurt you. So now at this point, if I took some NASDAQ longs right here, and we are at that 78%, maybe do I take it long at the 78% with my stop loss at this low right here? And target somewhere up here, 5-1. Might be able to target new high a day. I was just saying that before. But let's see. I'm going to stay real patient right now, guys. How's the 5 minute look? 5 looks ready to wick. Not going to say we missed that entry. There is no missing entries. And if it happens, it happens. But we're just going to be patient right here. Waiting for the market to change. Just gonna give it a minute, guys. No reason, can't rush the market, can't force trades. It's how we lose more money. NASDAQ is looking good. Well, if that divergence is looking good on NASDAQ, potential trade setup. Long entry there, stop loss right over here. So we'll see. I might take that. Good buying. Look at that liquidity, that sweep right there, the sweep indicator right there. Good buying pressure, good divergence. Again, the divergence getting away from us a bit right here, just like what happened this morning on the NASDAQ. We had the divergence, and then it popped without us, right? Without us, but without us is very contrary. It's not right. Can't trade like that. Let's see. Divergence, you want ES to go up and NQ to go down. So it's not so much I want ES to go up and NQ to go down, but I want divergence is when you see how NASDAQ failed to break this low right here. That's divergence. NASDAQ failed to break the low, while ES did break the low. That's the divergence. So that would mean NASDAQ is stronger and has bullish divergence. And look at the liquidity sitting here would be a nice target. The liquidity sitting here would be a nice target. Even the liquidity sitting right here in this fair value gap is a nice target. So that's what we would look for. Nice 5-1 right there. So let's see. Keeping an eye on the weighted index. Staying patient. What's going on, YouTube? What's up? What's up? We are staying patient here. We're seeing if the NASDAQ wants to push lower again. I want to see. Now, look at the 5-minute time frame, guys. If we're looking at just ES right here, this is very bearish, right? No reason to be like, oh, it's going to reverse here. No. No, there's no sign of reversal just yet. Same with NASDAQ. If we create divergence again, there might be. if ES takes out this low right here, we'll consider some long positions if NASDAQ fails that low. So right now we're watching ES on that 54.9875. We're watching NASDAQ on that 19.255. Does look like buyers could be holding up. We're going to stay patient. Good morning, YouTube. What's going on, everybody? Any questions, please let me know. So far, we are up one trade today. We took ES for a nice 5-to-1 risk to reward. Profited on that. Staying patient. Didn't get in any trades yet. Looking at the 5-minute, looking at the 15-minute. 15-minute, I'm going to keep an eye on to close bullish for NASDAQ. And same with ES. 15-minute on ES, though, looks like it might want to close bearish. So because that possible divergence, too, might want to look for some NASDAQ longs. Let's see. Some absorption coming in. I'm definitely thinking buyers might want to step in and stay in here. Because now we have our ES took out new low a day, and NASDAQ is still holding that high a day. So it's some major divergence. ES could still go, NASDAQ could still go to a new high a day, which is way up here. Nice, NASDAQ, nice. How's the 5-minute look? However the 5-minute looks, probably not going to get a 5-minute fair value gap. Hopefully this one continues to make a 1-minute fair value gap right here. I don't think we are. Yeah. Alright, so we're just waiting here. Still more bullish than bearish on NASDAQ. And again, we're getting tight. We're creating more liquidity sitting above us, right? And the market likes to grab that liquidity. Nice buying pressure. First few targets are up here. I am not in any trades right now. I was waiting for the 15-minute to close. I want to see it close as a small red basing candle on ES and NQ. 5-minute looks good though. Look at that 1-minute. Nice, guys, nice. Again, we didn't take this trade on NASDAQ. We saw the divergence. We saw it play out. We even saw it hold that 78%. That should have been our sign to take it long. We did not. That's okay. Can't stress over that. Nice, there's that initial first target. Guys, give me 1 minute to grab some water. Make sure you stay hydrated. Alright, buyers are again stepping in here. So at this point, if we're just reading the candles, we see the strength on NASDAQ. We are not shorting this. We're not going long here. We missed that good long entry. That's okay. We're not stressing. We saw the divergence. We saw it play out. We're noting that. We're journaling that. And we're adding that to our trade plan. Kevin, that's funny, man. Stay hydrated. Great trades so far today, though. That ES trade, man, that was clean. YouTube, if you're just joining in, we took a nice ES short position up here because we saw that the NASDAQ was much weaker than ES. I mean, the ES was much weaker than the NASDAQ. NASDAQ took out its pre-market highs at this point, while ES was failing a 15-minute fair value gap. So we used a 5-minute fair value gap entry. We got in right here with our stop at the highs, and we played it down to here. So about a 10-11 point move on the ES with about a 2-point stop loss. Really, really great risk to reward on that. I'm staying patient on NASDAQ. I'm looking for potential of a new entry, but not seeing anything too ideal yet. Maybe this. Maybe back to this 1 minute order block. But it could just keep pumping. What time is it? 15 minutes, got 3 minutes to close, so I do want a bit of a pullback on the 1 minute, so the 15-minute close is red. Nice buying pressure again. YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Some real good trades today. Trade, I should say. We only took one trade. We could have took NASDAQ long twice today, but we didn't, and that's okay. It's going to happen. I'm looking for the 15-minute to close a red basing candle. So I want it to close somewhere near this 19286, which would require this 1 minute to drop, the next 1 minute candle to drop, and the next one to maybe base out. So let's see. We do have now the order block there. Make that green. We could throw up our optimal trade entry, see if there's anything there. I don't think, I mean, the 61% does fall in to that, this order block right here. I'm going to be patient on this, guys. Really just got to stay patient. If you guys are getting into trading, getting into futures, I would definitely recommend using Apex Trader Funding. Use discount code Bullish Bears to save whatever their top sale is at the moment. They're really great to get started, especially because it requires very, 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 very little of your own capital to get going. This is our weighted index in the corner right over here. Love the weighted index. Nice pullback. Watching this order block right here. Potential trade right there. We'll see. We gotta really just wait on that 15-minute to close. All right, there's that 15-minute close. Not the biggest fan of that close on the 15-minute time frame on NASDAQ. 30-minute still sort of bearish. 45. The hourly looks like it could be bullish if we want to push above and close. And well, this is the 90-minute actually. I'd watch this purple level on the 90-minute. How's the hourly look? Hourly, I would keep an eye on the hourly to see if we want to close above that purple and create a basing candle up here, because that might give us the momentum to push higher and give us a bit of a trend from 11 to 12. But right now we're chopping, guys. We are chopping. We were patient. We took our one good setup. We take 1 to 2 setups a day. They have to be valid. They have to be worth it. Nice buying right there. That's good buying on the NASDAQ. There's that 19310. We get another good buying bubble over this. Now, if I was scalping, I would consider getting in some long positions here if we could hold above here. The problem is on heat map, on book map, we have this sweeps indicator. A lot of times we might reverse after a sweeps indicator, but looking at the bubbles, this is strong buying pressure. So if this creates another strong buy bubble, we really can have a nice strong move here. Just like that, with some absorption coming in, really breaking into some strong levels. This is that liquidity right there that I mentioned before. So we took out this area of a liquidity as a target and this area, right? So whenever if you guys just start marking out recent pivots and stuff, that's going to help you find areas of liquidity. Liquidity and fair value gaps, those are the main two things that, not that you need, but that will really help you. Those two things will help you find those orders and entries. So Nathan, that's a good question. Nathan asks, Kevin, what made you focus on order blocks rather than trading a fib? So the fib is just an added confirmation. I'll never trade the Fibonacci or that optimal trade entry if there's no order block, breaker block, fair value gap. If it's just an optimal trade entry with no other area of support, I'm not trading it. The Fibonacci tool is there to help us find an area of interest within or near that optimal trade entry, because the 61 and 78% are the premiums or discount depending on the direction of price. So because we kept moving, we would move our fib up a little bit, right? So now the 61% falls in this order block still. So still potential for a long position. Looking for some potential longs around this 19282. That is down here. We could see that there's a bit of a level creeping up right there. Good selling pressure. Guys, give me a half a second. Shoot and text to one of my students or clients, however you want to call it. Alright, there's that order block area. But we're just dumping right now. That's pretty strong. Keep an eye on this order block now. That's some strong selling, baby. And in this fair value gap, man, look at that. ES had this 1 minute fair value gap that it rejected. That's nice. Now we can look for divergence again, though. See if ES wants to go make that low. That's why I don't really like order blocks, guys. Order blocks are very fishy. Same with fair value gaps, though. It all depends on your trading style and concepts. Yeah, where are we going, NASDAQ? Where are you taking us? Did ES take that low yet? Almost. It's going to. You could hear the ticking. This selling pressure, it's got to break this new low day. Boom, there it is on ES. New low day was not taken on NASDAQ yet. That's a good setup right there. Hold up, hold up. If this divergence stays, I'm going to put a buy limit order out. NASDAQ long position right here at 19,249. Stop loss is new low a day on NASDAQ. It might just drop right to it. Might not be a good trade. I might scalp it. Let's see. We're long NASDAQ here. It looks weak though. Very weak. Might make a new low a day. My stop loss is new low of day, because I want the divergence to hold up on ES and NQ. Nice. Nice, guys. Beautiful. Great reaction. Great. Oh my goodness. Now imagine if we did reverse here, how many people would be trapped in sell positions, right? It's something we have to consider. Where's the most pain in the market? The most pain comes from the highs and comes from the lows. Comes from failing the highs, failing the lows. I like that. I like that. Nvidia's a little weak though. Not a fan of that. Weighted index trying to hold up. There we go, guys. Holy cow. Wow. That's something, man. We're going 2 for 2 today. We are going 2 for 2 today. I'm going to get out for a scalp, though. I don't trust these buyers. I'm out right there, guys. Wow, that's crazy. That's great, guys. That is fantastic. That's phenomenal. Really wonderful work today. That was only about a 2.5 to 1 risk to reward. You guys know that's definitely not what I'm looking for. But market context over what we look for, right? The market does not give a crap what we look for. We were able to take this long with the stop loss at a new low a day because I knew that people would be trying to short it in this area of interest while Nat ES broke that new low a day. So with that divergence, I took that long, got right out at the top, and now we reversed back lower again. This could be giving us another entry to go long because now again, ES is breaking new low a day again, but I'm not a fan of that anymore. That was a great quick scalp, good quick trade. Really good stuff. YouTube, let me know if you guys are catching any of these trades with us. Let me know if you got any questions. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Same with you guys, Discord. Always let me know. Discord, you guys do have the opportunity to talk if you want. You just have to turn on the push to talk in your settings, and then you could definitely chat away for sure.
Thanks, Kevin.
Absolutely, Victoria. Victoria, I used to always hear from you. How are you doing?
No, I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting a lot more consistent, and I've learned my patience. So what I'm finding is that my strategy is lining up with what you do and with what Jeremy does. So it's consistent, you know. So I'm getting there. I'm
That's
getting there.
awesome. Awesome. Good. I like to hear that. Very good. So look at that, guys. Nasdaq's holding that area, still considering longs. I'm not going to take any more. That was a nice quick scalp right there from me. Whoa, that's fine. I almost closed, guys. I almost wrapped this up. That I was looking at my my trade ovate, and under orders it said 1, which means there's an active order. I almost walked away with a random sell order sitting right over here on Nasdaq. Boom, yo guys, I'm glad we got out of that long position right up here. That was a crazy exit. I got out at 19.27075. Dude, that's like literally practically the top tech. That was good. That was a good exit. Good exit. Stay patient. We still haven't made a new low a day on the Nasdaq. New low a day's down here around 19.22275. YouTube, don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are 2 for 2 again today, just like Friday, guys. 2 for 2 today, off of a, what was it, this time it was an ES short position and an NQ long position. Friday, we profited from an ES long position and an NQ short position. So no matter whether we're going long or short, as long as we have our market context, our market structure, and we know what we're looking for, we're able to be patient and find our setups. That's awesome. That is awesome. Don't forget, guys, check out the Trader Bacon show at 11 o'clock today. I was on it a couple weeks ago. It's my buddy Gates Adams. He was my first client as a coach, so he's great. He's doing good with his trading. He has Tori Trades. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Tori Trades. She's like a trend line trader, pretty big on like YouTube and Instagram and all that.
Yeah, I know her.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. Last week they had the Wolf of Wall Street dude, and this week they got Tori Trades. And you know, a couple weeks ago they had Kevin of Bullish Bears. So you know, I'm in with the pack.
All the big names.
Yeah, all the big names. You guys know it. You guys know it. Look at that. Look at that. Where is this level right here on ES coming from? I'm not quite sure. Let's check out some higher time frames. Get a feel. Real good stuff today. Real good stuff. So I'd maybe look for, let's see. Perhaps I would look for this 5-minute fair value gap on ES to hold lower, because now both of them are trying to sync up to push lower. But I'm not going to take any other trades today, guys. 2 for 2 today. Not giving it back. Market wants my money back? No way. No way, no how. Coming into that 5-minute fair value gap. I'm considering it. Definitely considering it. Let's take a look at ES real quick, see what we got cooking. What's cooking go looking? ES is the good looking. 5-minute, has a 5-minute look, has a 15-minute look, has a 30-minute look. Bearish. Bears all around. We're rejecting that fair value gap. Very nice. I'm not taking any more trades today. Gotta be disciplined. But this looks good to continue lower. And once you guys look, see how I was marking at those highs, I want to look for the pivots and stuff. Once you start marking them out and you find those reactions off of them, you'll get a better feel for how to play them, how to trade them, and you could just delete them right off your chart when you're done with it. ES with a real nice rejection right there off that fair value gap. Definitely considering some shorts. How's the 5-minute look? I missed my entry for shorts. I'm not going short. Maybe if we hit it one more time, but you know what? Let's see. This move right here. Rejected the 61%, pushed down. The target would be 54.92. 54.92. So by using the previous wow, that's crazy. That's nuts, man. By using the other optimal trade entry, I'm able to find my target for this potential fair value gap trade. Wow. Okay, ES. Okay, MQ. I get it. We're reading it like a book lately. That's awesome. That's beautiful. Alright, guys. Ladies and gents and ladies, traders of all sorts, I hope you guys had a fantastic Monday today. Real good downside action and some good upside action, but better downside action today, and we were able to find that with the divergence and everything. So definitely keep up the good work, everyone. Make sure you journal your trades. Go over the live stream if you had any questions on any of the entries. Again, real good work today, everyone. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Any questions, let me know. Hit me up. I'll catch you guys soon. Take care. YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button.